Alright, guys. As you can see, my table's never changed since the last stream. Like, anytime my table changes, it's because I'm streaming. Otherwise, it just stays like this, which is so bad. So very, very bad. We need to put away the Lord of the Rings books because we have to finish the book before that. Before we get started with this. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this away. It's just so beautiful. I swear to God. But yeah, let me know how y'all are doing. Mischievous noises. I think because I'm so indecisive today, what I'm gonna do is just finish this project so I can get rid of this tray thing and then read my book, Each Little Bird That Sings. And then and journaling maybe if you know, because the thing does go by pretty fast, the chapters. Ooh, so it actually got really hard. That's good, that's good, that's very good. What we need to do is apply a little bit of water the bottom of this plate here. Trust me, I know the process. I'm an expert. You'll have no clue what I'm up to. God, thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. And thank you for this life. Sorry I complain. Ups and downs, just a part of the game. Ah! It's already breaking? Ain't no way. Bismillah, hasbunallah. Before you start anything, say Bismillah. Otherwise, nothing's gonna work. Oh, that noise is disgustingly, atrociously painful. That's what it takes to get my perfect Dorodango that I've been working so perilously towards. Achieving the right consistency and... Wow, look at you see guys, you see? Look at that change, that difference already. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Yay. It's getting money! You guys don't understand. This is beautiful. y'all will never understand unless you do this. How beautiful this vision is. Okay. Until it gets sticky, that's when you apply the mica, the content of pigment content. You just want to keep on filling up the cracks with your little paste we've made down here, and just spread it out wherever there's some crevices that you can't see, and make sure to get rid of those pieces of fur if you catch any, which is so annoying, or fibers, whatever those are, I don't know. So again, see the crevices, fill them up, it's okay. Just be patient. That's all this hobby is about. It's about perseverance. And I'm so, like, astonished by the East Asian culture of just, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, just pure patience. Just embracing patience and zen. Because they have chopsticks to control your portion so you don't eat so fast. Even though, of course, they have sumo wrestlers, right? Every country has those types of people that are, like, on the other side of the BMI spectrum. But also, green tea. If you know what green tea is about, then you know they don't have handles for, to teach patience. You can't touch a hot cup, right? But they're not, advising you to just drink from a hot cup until your nerve endings on your fingers go bad or numb. Even though a lot of mothers tend to have that ability, like fireproof hands in the kitchen, because they cook so much their nerve endings get destroyed. It's not about that. It's about waiting until it gets cool enough so you can drink from it. Even though people prefer their teas really, really hot. I just learned from somewhere that it's meant to teach you patience, which is so beautiful. And that's the natural aspect that East Asian cultures contain. So this is just one of the East Asian examples of teaching patience to young children, because this is introduced first to preschoolers. Like, you would be amazed by what preschoolers could be achieving if you really, just gave them that option only. And we're literally getting there. See that smoothness? And it's just amazing how much progress we have made compared to before. And inside is the paste, right? Could always just lather that up anywhere you find the crevices. That was a big one. I'm scared. I'm worried about those crevices, but it's okay. Like I said, it's about constant repair and finding. Oh, hey, it's the sandball again. Yo, guilty. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, sand and clay. Don't forget that is a major component as well. But yeah, have you been guilty? Normally, at least 10 minutes into the stream, there'd be more people, but and not today. Everyone's repulsed by this sight. But you'll see when this ball of doo-doo looking components glows up. Okay, it's getting there. Oh, see? Like, literally, there's a hole because the pieces are too big because I didn't sift it. They usually use the finest clay powder they have. But how did they do this in the olden days? They didn't have sifter. Okay, maybe they did, but you get what I mean. Oh my goodness gracious. That's just constantly ruining the ball. We're just gonna have to repair it over and over until we get it right. Is the ball here? I hope not. I mean, the culprit. Sorry, I gotta be right back. Okay, bye, guilty. There's a hair in my mouth. I don't mind. The first time I did this, I wish I streamed it. Because, of course, it was a fail, but nobody understands like how fascinating it was. Because I used just dirt, right? I thought there was clay content in the dirt. There was not. And there is for all dirt, but not the ratio that is needed for this type of activity, right? And I end up breaking the ball after much, patience and trying. Guess what is inside? It's a whole larva. Like a red-headed mealworm type looking thing. I was like, whoa. That was absolutely fascinating. Even though it didn't work. That really made it worth it. I was just flabbergasted. Anything that makes you surprised or like amazed, that's worth living for. See, it's binding. It's literally... This is amazing, guys. Oh my god, hold on. Let me turn on the headlight. This is just insane. Larva in the ball? Yeah, bro. And welcome back. Because... Yeah, honestly. It is so cool. Of course, I let it free back in my lawn, but imagine if I had not like broken that. Would it have made its way out? I have no clue. Cause it's pretty compact in there. Would you ever try this, guilty? Would you ever try to do this if you have that? I know it looks hard. I swear it's not easy. As it looks, or as they make it look online. But you just have to keep trying, and then one day you'll get it completely without any. It's like you have to take a bomb, and then you fix it, and you just do that constantly. There's some more water in here. It seems like all the water has dried up. The AC is on indoors still. It was like a Pokemon ball. Yeah. Oh no, I would not try this. Okay. I don't know what it would take to convince others, but I guess that's why it's not very commonly heard of. Which makes it nice, honestly. There's some things out there that not a lot of people know, and that's what makes it so special, because sometimes when the masses know something, it ruins it. I don't know what kind of examples are out there. Maybe like some animes, maybe like Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if you watch anime. I've not watched anime, but I hate it before I even watched it. Because of the fandom. Why are there still holes being made? Like, should I give this to somebody? Would they like it? Would they appreciate it? I haven't hung out with my friend that came on the stream yesterday in a long time. Only seen her once this whole year so far. Sounds like a fun way to pass the afternoon. It's not about passing time. I mean, for others maybe like in preschool, but for me it's about like discovering your abilities, building that confidence to let yourself know that wow, I could really do things, but I guess I can't do things. Like look at it, it broke. Oh my god. It's so fascinating, I swear. I mean, not when it breaks, but like in general, like when you achieve something. Not that I have achieved anything yet. The fact that it works though, that's crazy. Because I thought it was a scam for a long time. Oh my god. It's hurting my heart seeing it break in front of my eyes. And that's what happens when you don't sift things. I said that so many times already. I'm gonna actually stay longer. Yay, Leah! Welcome to the stream. How's it going? But I feel like you came at the wrong lab to stay for a long time, because this is gonna be kind of boring unless you do it with me. You know, that's actually a cool way of looking at it. To give yourself that ability to say, yes, I'm gonna try even if I fail. Because that's what it means to be human. To try, to persevere, to be motivated, to do anything out there for the sake of just proving it to yourself that you can do things. Okay. Wait, how have you been, Leia? Hope you've been good. Anyway, what are you doing? I'm making a clay ball. And it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be huge. Just kidding, it's not gonna be huge, but it's gonna be good. It keeps breaking though. Like, I don't know how this is gonna end. I hope it ends good. Hope it works out. I kind of get you. To try stuff out of your comfort zone. Yeah. What have you tried recently to get out of your comfort zone? Guilty. Also guilty. I remember you said that you were a girl, but then you were joking. Or are you a girl or a guy? Just, I mean, it doesn't matter, but like, just wondering. Oh my god, it's breaking. It's literally breaking. It's crumbling before my eyes. This is so very bad. Guys. Bro, someone assumed I was a girl. Oh my god. Oh, okay. My bad. So, I'm gonna add a bit more water to the bottom of this to give it that repair. Muddy. And just get that sticky ball. Oh my god, okay. If I go silent, it's because I want to talk, but I don't know what to say. Yeah, you can talk, it's fine. Tell me about your day, Leo. Yeah, most people would not know what to say if they saw someone just focused on making a mud ball. This is what my sister calls dung beetle activities. Don't knock it till you try it, though, guys. Maybe I added too much water. Is it kind of oval, or is it just me? My day? I had to babysit, and then I went outside for like 5 minutes because I literally have nothing to do outside, and yeah. Nothing to do? How about you try gardening? I can't stop looking at my garden, bro. I'm like addicted. I could stare at it for hours. It's July, you know? Summertime. I went to the beach by myself once. By once, I mean the other day. Like day before yesterday. It was actually very boring. You wouldn't think that because the beach is like one of my favorite places. But you go there and yeah, it's not much to do. Tide pools, pretty much everything you've seen already. No starfish even. Girl, you gave me a heart attack when you gasped. Oops, sorry. I might try doing this if I manage to get my hands on some sand. Yeah, you need sand and clay. Don't forget clay. Actually, I should start gardening. I used to garden a lot. Really? You used to garden? I only started gardening recently. Like, I never did that before. So it's so gratifying to see things just grow before your eyes that you planted. Even if you didn't plant it from the beginning, you know. Maybe you bought it from the nursery. But to see it continue to thrive, it's like, wow. Nice. I did that. And it makes your house pretty too. Guys, I ordered a Martin, I forgot what it's called. That rose. What's that rose? Do you know, Leah, what I'm talking about? The rose that has the word Martin in its name. Peppy Martin? Peggy Martin? I think it's called Peggy Martin. It's climbing rose, basically. So, I have this porch thing next to my house. And I'm going to use that as a trellis to get the Peggy Martin to grow from there. It's going to be awesome. It's coming. It's coming in a few weeks or so. Or a few days. Inshallah. Yeah, I'll plant some Carolina Reaper if I become a gardener. Oh, you like spicy stuff? I've seen people try that online. I was like, whoa. I would not want to be them. My tolerance for spice is lower than the average person. Hello, remember me? Yes, I do, Mr. Scientist. You said the same thing last time. Yeah, welcome back to the stream. As a scientist, do you know what I'm doing? I mean, that's not what scientists do. They don't know everything that what people are doing, but can you explain why somebody would like to make a clay ball with all their time and energy, even if it doesn't work out? Like, why do poor people have kids? I know that seems kind of random, but it is related. It's like, even if you know it probably won't work out because you're so poor, You still have hope though. But why? Why are people so hopeful? Why don't they just lay down and call it a day? I guess because that's what it means to be human. To thrive. My spice tolerance is way too low for a Mexican. Oh, you're Mexican. That's cool. According to my scientist calculations, you're making a clay ball. Oh, you're so smart. Wait. Oh my god, my clay ball broke. Do you know what the term is called? It's called Dorodango. Why does that keep happening? This is so scary, so sad. It's like chocolate ice cream though, I gotta say. That's cool. Did that work? LOL. My spice tolerance is high for any spicy chip, but low for any other spicy food. Why is that so relatable? Like, why are the chips so easy to handle? I mean, sometimes I can't even handle the chips, but compared to spicy food, it's much more tolerable. I guess they add some sort of like additives that make it so addicting that even people who hate spicy will like that. Like hot Cheetos. I literally found the hot Cheetos in my bag that I put in my backyard. And I'm like, whoa, my secret stash, my precious. I felt like Gollum in that moment. Big bad Gollum. Can you imagine Gollum being fat? That must be disgusting. I'd rather him be skinny and scrawny. Things too wet, Julia. Oh, Queen, welcome back. And yeah, it is too wet, but it's still in the process of being molded because there's some cracks and stuff. But yeah, I should stop dipping it. How you been, Queen? That's why it's falling apart. Oh, you're right. Because I let it dry the entire night. I cannot eat bulldog at all. I tried and I almost died. No, literally, but it felt like I died. No, seriously, like I hate bulldog. I don't know how people enjoy it so much. You guys are gonna be amazed when you see the pigment on it. I swear, it looks like, I don't know. Assalamu alaikum. Yo, Sahil. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's it going? We're just talking about spice levels and tolerances. I actually like spicy, even though sometimes I can't handle it. I still like it. Really? How do you like it if it hurts? Cause, I mean, for me, if I like something that's spicy, it's because of the flavor other than the spice. Like if they lowered the spice, I'd still like it, if not more. See, there's some like stones inside the ball that get removed when you do that. Okay. Almost there, guys. Almost there. I don't know, honestly. Bro's a dung beetle. It's not dung. It's mud. I've been obsessed with bread recently. Ooh. Have you been making bread? Like sourdough? No, it doesn't really hurt. It just burns, that's all. Oh, really? Doesn't it hurt your insides? Like, I can feel it in my intestines. Like, it hurts. if you eat spicy food. But that has to be really spicy though. I don't know if you had that spicy food before. No, but I really want to make bread so bad. Boy, the process is so long. Boy! But yeah, honestly. It could be long because you have to wait to proof and stuff. But there's some recipes that I've seen online that don't take that much time at all. Like, like sometimes, yeah, you have to let it wait for like 30 minutes or so, but that's depending on the bread that you make. There's an Instagram account. It's not the most appropriate, but if you have Instagram, I could like say it. So if you watch it, like you'll see how easy it is to make bread. But I just never make it. Honestly, I should do that. Maybe when I have my own kitchen though. I hate entering mine. Even if it's clean. It's like, if it's clean, someone's gonna come. If it's not, then I don't want to cook in there. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back, Glee. I didn't even know you left. Yeah, I can't have Instagram. That's good, honestly. Does anyone else have multiple personalities? Like, part of me is normal, some weird, and some funny. I have a goth side, I have a preppy side, and a country side. Is anyone else like that? That's a very good question, Leah. Sometimes, I guess it depends on your mood for the day. I do have that. I do relate a little bit. Sometimes I'm serious, sometimes I'm not. But I wouldn't call it multiple personalities. I think everyone has a different personality. Some when they're feeling a little tired versus when they're fully well rested. You know? Like you wouldn't have bipolar disorder, right? Like that's very swift mood swings. That's different. But honestly, I feel like multiple personality disorder is a thing, though. These dogs are so saddening. Bread making is hard, Queen. Yeah, it takes patience too. Like you could mess that up too. But if you really, really want to, you'll get it. That goes for anything in life. If you really want something, you will get it. Like me. I'm gonna get my mud ball. Y'all just watch the process. Perseverance. Discipline. That's all it takes. Mudball 2026. Anyways, I'm gonna go stare at nothing and blast my playlist through my headphones. LOL. Okay, that sounds fun. I really want to fly with no support or structure holding me up. Oh, you know what? No structure or support. What about a jetpack? Is that possible? If you have a plan and you really want something, then okay, I have to clarify. If you have a plan, a foolproof plan. Just because you want something doesn't mean you'll always get it. See, there's two sides of the coin. If you have a plan and you can't afford it, you're not going to get it. If you're going to do something like poor people activities like gardening or mudball, you'll get it. It has to be possible to a certain degree. If you really want something, you're dirt broke, and you have nothing but you have a plan, and you have a plan to get rich to afford that thing, then you'll get it. Money is opportunity. Never miss an opportunity. But that's not possible. Like nothing holding me up, just me, myself, and I. That is possible. You go to outer space, you could fly. You have no gravity holding you down. But if you mean in the atmosphere of the Earth. Well then, gravity does play a role there, unfortunately. But yeah. There's something called lucid dreaming. I don't know if you know what that is, Queen. You could fly in your dreams and it feels real. I've done it before. Oh, what'd you do? Bro, Queen, just turn off gravity. The word gravity reminds me of Gravity Falls. Have you guys watched that? It's so nostalgic, bro. I miss my friends I used to watch it with. But they're not the same, even if I see them. They're all grown up. I am too. But I'm not grown up in my mind. Alright, are we smooth now? Are we done now? We're not done. Look at that hole appearing out of nowhere. Alright, this seems rather good. Jagged jiddan. So, what I'm gonna do is make it pink. This is pink. Say hello to pink. Gravity Falls was my childhood show. For real. Such good show. They don't make nothing like that anymore. Wow. Anyways, I think that's good enough. Hello, Pink. Pink has cooties. Hope Pink didn't hear that. There's also purple. We can make it pink and purple. I just don't want them to mix, you know. Justin Bieber loves pink. He always wears pink. I don't know why. He's trying to defy the stereotypes that pink is for girls only. Which is nice. He's a straight man. Oh no, my pink fell. There we go. Can you guys tell like how beautiful this is? Or is it just me? When you see something beautiful, don't wait for others to agree. That's what I learned from Instagram. I hope I'm not being wasteful with the pink. People scare me too, Queen. Not the gasp. Velvet gang. Velvet? Does it look velvet? Wow. Beautiful. Alright. Time to wipe this off the clay. And look at that! You guys. It's beautiful. It feels so much smoother now. Look at the hole still being made. Oh my god, this is so beautiful, guys. I keep saying that, but you don't understand me. Look at that. Oh, okay, wow, beautiful while whispering. Like this kind of satisfying to watch. I know, it's like those AI videos, but it's real life. This could be you guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That never happened. That never happened. Shh. It's okay. Okay, we're making progress, guys. This is the very, very important phase of all. This is the when the finishing touch before it's off to be an adult. Like, tell me why it's still making holes. I'm like, okay. There's a pimple here. I'm afraid of that pimple. It's an op. It's gonna ruin my Dorodango. Should we let it rest a bit? I don't know. The way it's getting so smooth, you guys, is insane. Like, how come there's some crumbs over here? Like this part ain't, you know? Should I dip in some water? Get it a little bit moist. Bro, I was trying to pull my chair in, pulling on my desk, but instead I moved my desk forward and my lip gloss fell on my bike. Is that interesting? Oh my god, I'm so honored. If I ever give you one of these, just know I love you very much. This is, you guys, look at how it's coming together so well. I'm astounded. And it's gonna get even shinier than this, you guys. It's a gem. There's still that pimple over there, though. The clay ball is starting to look like a huge pearl. Yes, like a pink pearl. Oh. I'm kind of worried, though. We've been doing this for 44 minutes, and I haven't been bored once. It's just a process of fears, hopes, anxiety, amazement. Find something that gets you through all those emotions. Good thing you have a tissue box. Julia, you're gonna make me cry. Good thing I have this mini tissue box. I have a tissue next to me too. You're gonna cry out of happiness? Wait, I think I could make this. You can! Literally! If you can make this and live stream it, like, that'd be so cool. Because all it takes is clay, sand, and I got this from the lake. I got this from the mountain on a hike. I got this from the sink, literally. Or, not even. It was just in the room. It's kind of off. Like, it's not really the most circular thing. The side is more flat, I feel like. But it's okay. At least it's like, super smooth. Because I have colored powder, dirt obviously, sand. I don't have, but I could probably buy some. I'll find it somewhere and they'll have water. Wait, Australia has a lot of beaches, so if you next time you go to the beach, like make sure you get like a little baggie and just put some sand. Don't tell anybody why. You're like, I need to do my scientific investigations. Or if you go on a vacation and then you go somewhere where there's sand to take it as a souvenir for free, you can just turn it into a ball, preserve it forever. The only thing about this ball though is that if you like put in water, then it's gonna dissolve. Not right away, but like it's like ice. You keep underwater for long, then it's gonna vanish. I do think I have one of those cups that's for Easter, but I don't know where it is. You could literally use one of these spice jars too. Like this is from Trader Joe's. I don't know if you have Trader Joe's, but it's chili lime seasoning. I used this rim before, but this is an egg cup, which is super cool. I bought it specifically for doing this. And can you guys just see how shiny it's starting to look already? Oh, my goodness gracious. That's my child right there, you guys. That's actually beautiful. Thank you! It's weird though. It's like the pink is more pink before I put it on here. I guess because it mixed with the brown clay color. I don't want it to fall in there on accident, so I'm just gonna put that there. Should I add some purple to it? Juaria Jr. Yup. What happened if I put some purple? Or purple right here. Whoa, you guys. The purple is so sparkly. Dang. Okay. Okay. Wow. I like purple better. The purple looks pink. That's weird. It's so glittery though. Wow. Okay. I wanted to make it like a combination of colors. But I think one color is good. Or both. So I saw some monarch butterflies flying in front of my front door. And I think they're the ones that came with my milkweed. The caterpillars that I lost the first day. I hope it's them. I hope they lay eggs. I saw this long grass that had like eggs on it, and I don't know if those were butterfly. I don't think they were butterflies. They're probably aphids, if you know what those are. Apparently, they're these bugs that ants harvest milk from. Like what? Ants are so civilized. They're more civilized than humans. They're just one brain. Have you seen like how ants make rafts in like floods and stuff with their own bodies, and then they put the eggs in the middle? It's so beautiful. I would literally cry if I saw that in person. They're just so full of humanity. It's ironic that humans don't have as much humanity as animals. But let's change that. Let's be that change. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Ooh, I'm gonna drop all of this. That's not right, Lee. Ants really do have like a hive mind of sorts. Yeah, bro. The word hive reminds me of this reel that I saw of somebody actually putting a hive in their room because they put a pipe through their window, and they had like this whole colony of just bees. And the bees started laying eggs, and that there's a queen bee in there. I think you could buy queen bees. Because I don't know how else he did that. Where's everybody calling this dung now? Where's Iron Kia? Dung beetle activities? This is a pearl now. Okay, I think it's lost its shine, but if you, the more you do it, the more shine it gets. The more shiny it gets. Till you can see your own reflection on it. I'm kind of tired though. You can also buy queen ants. Yeah, I've seen that. Have you seen Ants Canada? That ant channel? I like to imagine a different universe where ants evolve similar to humans. Imagine if ants had a conscience. That's true. Like if they were their own people, you know, ants actually they have battles and wars with other species of ants. I mean, animals are so fascinating, bro. But if ants were human-like, they would be evil. Because that's what humans do. If you have conscience, that means you could choose right and wrong. And a lot of people choose wrong because it serves their own personal interests. Sometimes that's the smart thing to do. In the long run, never. In the short run, you get whatever you want. And humans have that tendency to just do what they want in the immediate sense. We're kind of impatient like that. Oh my god. Oh shoot. I feel like I almost broke that. See? While talking about impatience, I was getting impatient and like doing this really fast. Say, I'm that devil too. The one that I'm criticizing. We all have that evil in us. We just need to conquer it. Yes, I have. What have you done? Also guilty when you redact messages. I hope it's not because I'm reading it too late. Or you think I'm ignoring it. I'm not ignoring it. Speaking of right and wrong, I hate it when people on the internet apply human morals to animals in the wild. What are some examples of that? Human morals? Like if, yeah, I don't know. Like, have you seen how dolphins and killer whales, they kind of play with their food like penguins? Like, they toss it around just to be evil, just to have fun and play like that. It's pretty wild. And monkeys, apes, like bullying other animals like kittens and stuff. Honestly, this is good enough. The more you shine it, the less shiny it gets. Like the more you apply this mica powder, that's the best form. Like, wow. It's so pretty. Is that Kirkland water? Yeah, it is. Hello, Louis Alfieri. Is that cinnamon? No. Good guess, though. It's chili lime seasoning. But that's just for the spice jar mouth so that you could shape this clay ball. It's literally made of clay and sand. That powder acts like a polish. Yeah, true. Sorry, I deleted my message because they're typos. Oh, okay. No problem. I could read past typos. Don't worry. So usually. I think I'm done. Like, it only gets worse from here. Wow. We're done. Look at that, guys. Did you trust the process? Or did you doubt me? Okay, of course, this part, it's not the best, but we don't look at that. We only look at this side. An example I could think of is when there are animals like lions catching their prey, people record, or people... Oh, you know what? I did that. You know how I have a YouTube short of like a duck drowning another duck until another duck came and stopped the fight. People in the comments were saying like, "Oh, why didn't you stop them? You could have yelled. You could have thrown something." I'm like, "That's nature, bro. Maybe I could have, but what were they gonna do if I wasn't there? Should I have stopped that? I mean, I don't even know how to swim, bro." Um, can you read this? Yes. I don't know what a WPL is, but yep, I can read that. Quick. In the comments. An example, unfinished message. Oops, sorry, guilty. Julia, can you read this? Is that what you tried to say? It's just my precious. I feel like Gollum. Oh my god, this is the best one I've made so far. Of course, there's some flaws, but I'm getting better. Trial and error, guys. Trial and error. It was low, but wow, that's impressive. Thank you. Well, can you read this? Yeah. Well, that's 3 letters. Where? Apparently, this is supposed to take 2 hours. But that's like if you start from scratch. I started from yesterday. It took 2 days. This can't make you invisible like the ring in how the Hobbit does, but it does make you happy. At least it makes me happy. The male duck was being forceful. Lions kill their prey, and there are cons saying what you said. Why didn't you stop them? Or like a video I saw some lady interrupting 2 ducks mating because she thought the male duck was being forceful. Oh yeah. Like if you stop them, like the lion, what's he gonna eat? That's inhumane. And ducks don't really have a choice because like the buoyancy of the water and their bodies are kind of made like that, so it's hard to see that, but it's not hard on them. I've seen squirrels mating though. That's really saddening. Like it looks really sad. And I asked ChatGPT once, I'm like, why do they make like that? He's like, oh no, the one's just like testing their abilities, like if he's agile or like fast, and that's like the best genes to pass down to the kid. It's not bad. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, nature can be weird. Nature can be cruel. But we're done. I feel like I'll share it some more later, but that's the end of that. I don't know where to put this now. Maybe over here. I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll be back. And we're gonna read each little bird that sings. Alright, inshallah. Give me like 3 minutes. Eriska would say to wash my hands with soap. Okay, fine. I'll wash it with soap this time. I didn't wash my hands with soap. I didn't wash my hands though, but now soap. January. Good luck on your journey. Oh! Thank you so much. Alright, so we're done with that. But this book, I know Queen doesn't like it because it talks about death a lot, which is sad. But in order to read the Lord of the Rings, I have to finish this one, according to Iron Kia. But it makes sense to finish a book before you start another. It gets confusing otherwise. 1 hour away. They live near the beach. Oh yeah, I live 1 hour away too from the beach. How often do you go to the beach, Queen? I haven't gone since I moved here. Oh, dang, I didn't know you moved there. So were you originally in Arizona or like somewhere else before that? I thought you were born there. Let's catch up on some Queen lore. I don't know. Arizona? Oh, sorry, I'm in Australia. Did I say Arizona? My bad. Sounds similar. Or are you saying like you're from Arizona? I'm tripping. Okie dokies. Ah, shucks. There's more dirt. I'm gonna find dirt in my room for days for doing it out here. In my room. Normally I do it in my backyard, but it makes such a huge mess. Anywhere you do this, it's gonna make a mess, so. Cause my backyard is concrete. Okie dokie. I was born in Australia, but I moved here like 1.5 years ago. So you moved to Australia, but that you were born there. So where did you live before that? But 1.5 years is crazy long time to not have gone to the beach. You should go soon. Get some sand from there. No cats today, actually. That's why it's such a peaceful stream. I think Guilty left. Because he's not talking. Chapter 4. The oak grove was gnat-filled and steamy in late summer, but it was a paradise of grasses, acorns, pine cones, sandy spots, and rocks to climb, not to mention squirrels, rabbits, foxes, and mice for dismay to chase. Creatures great and small lived together in the grove, hidden under a leafy oak canopy. Snapfinger Creek trickled its way through the trees. The oak grove was Snapfinger's most unsung treasure. I felt alive there. Yeah, I should. I'm going to the beach in like about a year and a half. Yeah, that makes sense. I bet the beaches in Australia are a lot different than in California. Like, there's bound to be a lot of different creatures. So, yeah, if I could, I wish I could go to Australian beaches too. I bet there's so much more wildlife though. There's barely any life here. Like, it's actually pretty sad, cause I'd imagine there's probably more life if people didn't go there so much. Cause like the products they use on their skin and all that, it does affect the environment. So did my dog. Dismay was beside himself with joy, living things. Air, trees. He made friends with every tree he came to. I never knew one dog could pee so often or so much. Ew. I caught up with him at the base of Listening Rock, where he slurped his sloppy tongue all over my face in a frenzied hurry up, his breath smelling like the lima beans. Ew. I buried my face in his shaggy neck and hugged him. Good dog, I whispered. I mean, there's seagulls. But you know, there's tide pools, right? Like, if you go early in the morning, like, and the shore is, like, low, like, the tide is low, and there's some rocks, you'll see a lot of creatures in that, like, tide pool. Yeah, that's where you see starfish and stuff. If you're lucky, maybe jellyfish. Ooh, I don't see any jellyfish here. That's crazy, because I saw jellyfish so much in Turkey. Tide didn't have to be low or anything. Like, it was just there in the water. But yeah, they're crabs. Cool. Are they big? Like, how big are they? Because, what's it called? The crabs here are so small. Like, did I upload a video? I did. I made a YouTube short. It was just so small. It was like eating kelp. And sea snails. Yeah, bro. I saw so many sea snails. I was like, I'm tired of sea snails. I want to see other creatures. But I think that's about it. I don't know. To see more creatures, you'd have to go snorkeling. Which I did in Hawaii, but... yeah. They're pretty small. Yeah. And then they're hermit crabs that look like sea snails, but they're really fast. Oh yeah, about seagulls, there's some rocks here where seagulls lay eggs, and it's super cool to see it from a distance. Like, you know, a bunch over there at once, and you know they're breeding over there. Yeah, and those inomis, or whatever they're called, anemones. Yeah, I've seen that too. I guess they have pretty much the same things in Australia then, but probably different like brands, brands like colors and things, species different. Yeah. I made one last look around for declaration. No, not yet. Then this night, and I made our way to the top of Listening Rock. A thick stand of rows of Sharon bushes guarded the path with strong woody branches full of wide pink blooms. Hummingbirds and butterflies nosed around the sweet scent. I gave an appreciative sniff as I walked past the sentries and entered the world of Listening Rock. Dang, I love this whole vibe that she's describing. I want to go there. I don't know if I said this already. I probably did, but I got the a Peggy Martin, the rose, climbing rose, and I can't wait till it grows, and then I'm gonna plant it. It's gonna grow all around the porch, and then I'm gonna buy this arbor type thing, like a little arch, and then I'm gonna train it to climb up there. It's gonna look so beautiful. Inshallah. I had to watch my footing, but mostly the walk to the top was an easy one. Even in my black flip-flops, and I often imagined myself a Meriwether Lewis on the Lewis and Clark expedition, discovering our world magazine, issue 14, hiking up an enormous boulder worn smooth by what Uncle Edisto said was thousands of years of water flowing over and around Listening Rock in the ice ages. Granite and slate, he said each time we visited. Maybe a little soapstone sprinkled with limestone and quartz. Minerals galore. It's a small smorgasbord of metamorphic marvels. It was. Listening rock glittered where the quartz sparkled it. It pebbled and flaked in the limestone places. Here and there scrub pines and bushes jutted from the granite surface. Patches of daisies sprouted from the rock in sandy places, with a few determined bumblebees buzzing around them. But mostly there was wide, warm rock to walk on at a slow but steady rise. It took about the time it takes to eat a tuna fish sandwich to get to the top. There, the surface was about the size of Snowburger's big front parking lot, only, unlike the Snowburger's lot, the top of Listening Rock gently rolled and sloped. The gnats there that were fierce down in the grove didn't bother us at the top of Listening Rock. The breeze kept them away from our faces. Dismay stood, majestic, washed in light, near the edge of the rock on the tip-top of the slope, like he always did when he first got there. Regally, he blinked at his dogdom, sniffing at the high air. The oak grove waved its leafy green flags at us, shouting, "Hail Dismay!" A little farther out, across Snapfinger Creek and County Road 2435, the headstones in the Snapfinger Cemetery stood guard against all enemies like soft, silent sentries. Just beyond the cornfield was Snowburger's, its tidy white fence holding a tiny kingdom safe within its arms, with the old sawmill boarding house that was my home rising up like a castle in the countryside. Rural Route 2 was dotted with pickup trucks meandering towards the towns of Snapfinger and Hallelujah, Bay Springs and Puckett. I'd wrapped a declaration sandwich in 2 pieces of waxed paper so it wouldn't go stale. The paper made a crinkling sound as I set the sandwich in the best flat spot. I had 2 Royal Crown colas in glass bottles. RC Cola was Declaration's favorite. Disney had exhausted himself chasing rabbits and chewing up sticks. Soon he was snoring in a shady spot under a fat juniper bush that spread out from a rock crevice. My dad is watching a show and is really loud. It keeps on making jokes I don't know, and it's talking about advertising. I hope it's not inappropriate, like jokes you didn't get and really loud, like yeah, it probably isn't inappropriate, but yeah, that's you could I don't know, maybe mask that sound with like do you have noise canceling earbuds? That's something I used to have that, but it was kind of annoying, so I gave it to my mom. Everything was ready. I lay on my back, closed my eyes, pulled my Snowburger's baseball cap over my face, and listened to the sound of Listening Rock baking in the sun. She's doing too much for her friend Declaration. Like, her friend is not real. She only gave 1-word reply, like... And what's it called? Comfort is going through the worst. Somebody died in her family, and she's just like... Okay. We're in chapter 4, right? So it's chapter 5. Oh, wow. So we only have 2 pages until... It's talking about advertising. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that last message. And it's one of those shows that the person says 1 word that everybody's like, ah, I hate that laughing soundtrack. Anyways. So, I wondered if great-great-aunt Florentine could hear the blue jay I heard calling. Maybe she could, but she would never feel the warm sunshine on her face again. Tears gathered in the corners of my eyes, and I mopped at them with my fingers. Dying is a transition, Comfort, that's all, Great Uncle Edisto used to say. A transition to what, I'd ask. What's next? Who knows, Uncle Edisto would say. But life's not a line, Comfort. It's a circle. Just look around you and you'll see that. I sat up and looked around me. It was September. Uncle Edisto had died in March. It seemed like a million ice ages had gone by since he'd left us for whatever adventure was next. An oak leaf drifted lazily in the breeze as I watched it make its way to Earth. I spotted Declaration coming up the rock. Finally! What? She actually came? No way. Hey, John Prakash D. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? An oak leaf. Okay. Dismay thumped his tail as if, even asleep, he knew Declaration was there. I stood, waved to Declaration, and said, "Hey!" She looked up and gave a short wave with a gloved hand but said nothing. Up and up she came. Her footfalls slapped listening rock, and her breath puffed her cheeks in and out. As she got closer, I could see the ribbons on her hat, the buttons on her sundress, and her painted toenails on her sandals as she gained the top of listening rock and stood in front of me. She had a beach towel folded under her arms. Her face was a sweaty pomegranate red. I smiled my biggest smile at her. She didn't smile back. What? What? I hate this friend. Uncle Edisto always said, the heart hears more than the ear. My heart listened as it thumped in my chest. My smile wavered. Declaration? What? That's it? Like, she's not... Okay. Should we read some of chapter 5? Well, I need to see why she's not smiling. Oh, what is this? My favorite video game right now is Planet Zoo. Nice. Sounds fun. Is it like free on your laptop? Like, is there multiplayer? Maybe I could play that. I don't know. So chapter 5. Declaration took a breath and made a whoosh sound through her teeth. It made her lips flap. She raised her eyebrows in a look that said, "I made it." And finally she smiled at me. Her heart stopped thumping, and my heart stopped thumping, and I felt a flood of relief through my chest that tickled my throat and made me laugh. I rested my hands on my bare knees while I laughed, but I kept my eyes on Declaration. "I'm so glad to see you." That made Declaration laugh too. Her curls bounced under her hat. She walked past me and flapped out her towel. It floated like a magic carpet into the thick September air and settled perfectly onto listening rock as it always did. She sat down carefully, as she always did. She took off her sandals and placed them neatly beside her towel, just the way she always did. Declaration dressed for every occasion, even for a picnic. I always wore my lime green shorts, my Snowburgers baseball shirt, and my Snowburgers baseball cap. I liked knowing what I was going to wear. That meant I could use my deciding powers on other things. Dismay gave a sleeping snort. His long legs moved like he was running in a dream. "Oh, comfort," Declaration complained, weaving a gloved hand back and forth in Dismay's general direction. I know, I said, sitting down. "But he's been cooped up at home for the last 2 days, and he needs to get out as much as I do. Look, he's all spent." Declaration made a face. Fine. She kept her gaze on the Snapfinger Cemetery, where a great hum had started. Old Johnny Mercer was chewing up the earth with a black hole. But why does she not like the dog? Like, the dog is literally meant for outside. I don't know if it stopped, but it was for $3 and it's normally $60. No, it's not free, but my recently had a sale. Whoa! $3 for something that's worth $60? That's crazy. Awesome. I handed Declaration an RC Cola and I gestured towards old Johnny. He's digging great-great-aunt Florentine's grave. Declaration nodded. She took the RC with gloved hands, removed the cap, and with a small smile of thanks, drank a sip. She didn't even say thank you. She's not saying comforting words like, "I'm sorry for your loss." She's just like, so much attitude. I hate Declaration so much. I licked my lips and watched her. "Want a sandwich?" I asked. "I brought tuna fish." "No, thank you." Uncle Edisto. "Pickle?" "No." The skin between Declaration's eyebrow wrinkled up. She looked like she was thinking about what she wanted to say next, but couldn't quite come up with it. I tried to help. "I can't remember the last time I saw you. You just saw me at school on Wednesday." "On top of listening rock," I finished. Declaration let out a long sigh. She picked a pine needle off her dress. "I scratched a mosquito bite on my ankle." That's literally me, bro. I'm comfort. "Assalamu alaikum, Jody." Yo, anonymous person. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's it going? Are you back in what's it called, Texas now? Because last time you were on the airplane. Oh, actually, your plane has Wi-Fi. That's so cool. Yeah, we're just reading, and it says, what's the name? Iron Kia's favorite book right now. And I aim for like 2 chapters a day just so I could finish it as soon as possible, because she got me this Lord of the Rings book series. Waiting in line to board. Dang, nice. So you've been in the... Oh, you're not in the airplane right now. Oh my gosh, I'm so... Like, I'm glad that you're getting in the airplane now, because like the way you were describing like the missiles on the like the I don't know, the port 11, I forgot what it's called, gate 11. We're in Bahrain right now, and then going to New York, and then Dallas. Dang. Okay, wow. So the missiles were happening in Bahrain or in Saudi Arabia? But yeah, how long are you gonna stay in New York? Yep, we heard the sound of the missiles. Oh my god, so scary. And did it stop? Like, is it done? Or is it still going? No, Bahrain. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So it happened in Bahrain. I guess that makes sense. Because the way they were saying is like the missiles were going above Saudi in like Medina. I was like, what? How could, like, as much as Iran hates those like UAE countries, like they would never do that to like the holy city. There's a US camp here, so Iran strike there. Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. That's good. But I didn't know they were still going at it with the missiles and stuff. It's been a really long time since I heard about the missiles and stuff. But yeah, we have a layover in New York for 8 hours. I think that's good enough. Anything longer than that, you'd have to see people and get into more drama. Problems less now, inshallah, that this flight got delayed. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Alhamdulillah. I'm glad you guys are safe. Yeah, as soon as you guys are bored, like that's gonna be such a relief because I don't know if they're still going at it. I know, right? Yeah. I'm so like surprised that on your way for going to Umrah, they started like some sort of drama. I don't know what happened, but that's not the time to get into dramas, bro. It's so sad that it happened, and like you were blamed for it by your own people. Like that's such a betrayal, man. Inshallah, you got a lot of reward for that, and everyone, yeah, repented for that. I don't know if they did, but in general, people repent when they're there. But yeah, I'm so glad, alhamdulillah, that you guys are safe for now. I mean, I don't know if you guys are gonna go. Like, how long is it until you get to the plane? Inshallah, that doesn't happen again. Yeah, inshallah. Why is it always there in New York like that? No matter how short or long you're there, like, there's something that happens. It's insane, bro. Alhamdulillah, yeah. Alright. I scratched at my mosquito bite on my ankle. Are you mad at me? No, she took off her hat and smoothed her hair away from her face. Why? Your note was awfully persnickety. Persnickety. Was it? Declaration fanned herself with her hat and spoke in a lofty tone. I was in a rush when I wrote it. Sorry. She has so much attitude, though, this friend of hers. I don't know, I've been in line for so long. This is the second time they've lined us up, but it didn't end up anywhere. What? It's the second time? Oh, man. But if they're aiming for the U.S. bases, are there any like casualties with the actual Bahraini people there in the airport? Like, the U.S. bases on the airport, but they gotta be pretty precise with the missiles, right? Because technology and the missiles, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, I've seen videos of them, like actually causing casualties with innocent people. No idea. Yeah, makes sense. Tried searching it up, but nothing came up. No way. They're like literally blacklisting all the content, all the news, all the awareness for this war. They're trying to mask it with the World Cup. It's so crazy because you would never think with the news being blocked that Palestine and Lebanon are still getting bombed like they are, and yeah, it's crazy how much they have control over the media. Man, I hope this time it's gonna be the last time they call you in for a line. Cause more than that, it's just gonna be annoying. But I mean, less time in New York and Allah's best of all planners. Oh, I wanted to believe her. I changed the subject. I have so much to tell you. Declaration glanced at me and reached for her sandals. I can't stay. I scrambled to my feet. Why not? A silent Declaration pulled on one sandal at a time. I stood in front of her. You're mad because I didn't show up on Wednesday. It couldn't be helped. My stomach had that sour feeling to it, like I'd eaten an entire bag of raw peanuts. You had to wait too long. I'm sorry about that, but if you could have seen Aunt Florentine, even Daddy got choked up. Stop! Declaration took a big gulp of her RC and put her hat back on her head. Then, as if she had fortified herself and come to a decision, she said, I didn't wait. Oh, I adjusted my hat in my head. Why not? Declaration pursed her lips. I didn't come. Oh, I sat down. The sun was directly in my eyes, so I put my hand up and under my baseball cap like a salute, and I squinted in Declaration's direction. Why not? When she didn't answer me, I asked, "Did something tragic happen to you too?" Declaration's face pinked up. She kept her eyes on her shoes. No. Oh my days, this is such a hard read. Anyways, boarding now, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Take care. I'm glad that you're boarding now. I'm gonna be going to a city soon, not saying the name of the city for privacy, but my dad said I can bring my laptop so I can play Planet Zoo in the car, and I can also watch your stream. Yay! That's awesome. What's it called? That's cool that you guys have Wi-Fi in the car. I mean, usually you do, or I do, but yeah, sometimes the Wi-Fi goes bad, so that's good. They have that hotspot, and on your laptop too. That's when the laptop, yeah, that's when the Wi-Fi doesn't work for me. Old Johnny Mercer's backhoe bucket clanged and dropped dirt into the big pile to great Aunt Florentine's grave. Dismay snored on. Well, why then, Declaration? Why didn't you come? Declaration shrugged. I can't say. The back of my throat stung with tears. You haven't been to my house all summer. I was in Mobile, and then I had to pester you at school to meet me at Listening Rock, and then you didn't even bother to come when you said you would. I'm here now. You haven't even called me. Aunt Florentine died. Declaration shook her head. She wouldn't look at me. You don't understand. Well then, what is it? I made myself listen to my breathing so I wouldn't cry. Maybe I just don't like some things anymore. Like this sorry old rock. I stared at Declaration as hard as I could, and she added, It gives me my feet blisters when I climb it. She stuck her chin out and continued in a serious tone. My grandmother Lucy says a lady doesn't climb rocks after a certain age. She says my mother would be scandalized to think of me climbing rocks or playing kickball in my school dresses at recess. Now, I've met grandmother Lucy. She's at least 480 years old. She's always giving Declaration advice from the dark ages that doesn't make any sense to me. Now that Declaration had spent a whole summer with grandmother Lucy and all her mama's relatives, I'd have to wait a long time for all the latest advice to wear off. I looked at Dismay, so happy to be on top of Listening Rock sleeping. As he breathed, his nostrils expanded and contracted, and his nose glistened cold and wet in the warm, sunshiny September afternoon. I wished he'd wake up and come sit by me. Well then, I said, Why are you here, Declaration? Declaration sighed. I came to pay my respects, of course. She handed me her empty RC bottle. I'm sorry about Aunt Florentine. I'm really sad about it. Her voice gargled in her throat. She twirled one of her curls around on her one finger. I decided to come here to pay my respects since I'm not coming to the funeral. Oh my god, as if she couldn't get any worse. Don't say that, Declaration. I swallowed my tears. I knew you would say that. Declaration fidgeted on her towel. You know I hate funerals. They depress me. Now, the only funeral she'd ever been to other than her mother's was Great Uncle Edisto's. I know, I said quickly, using my helpful voice. I asked Aunt Florentine about it once. She said Uncle Edisto's funeral had been upsetting to you because it put you in mind of your mama and her death. She reminded me that you hadn't talked about your mama for eye savings. Declaration studied her sandaled feet as if she were looking for blisters. Then she said, I heard a lot of stories about my mama this summer. I had a good time in Mobile. She pursed her lips again. Maybe I'll move there. No, you won't, I said, as if I was the boss of Declaration. Will you? Declaration shrugged. Probably not, at least not for now. We sat in silence for a while, and then Declaration said, I can't remember what Mama looked like anymore until I see a picture of her. She wiped at her eyes. I wanted to be helpful, and I didn't want Declaration to move, ever. You just need to go to more funerals, Declaration. That'll take care of that. I mean, look at me. You get used to death if you live around it long enough. Declaration shook her head. Don't you think it's strange that you would go to so many funerals, Comfort? No, but I would think it was strange if you didn't come to Aunt Florentine's funeral. You were a member of our family to her. Declaration studied old Johnny Mercer putting a green tarp over Aunt Florentine's gravesite. She was composing herself. She didn't like to act emotional in front of anybody. Her grandmother Lucy had told her that a lady never sneezes, burps, runs, screams, or cries in public. Sneezes? What? Yo, oh my gosh, Air Scott, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? Do you want to see what the clay ball looks like? We're done with it. Okay, that part is not the cutest, but this is what it looks like. And it gets shinier. Is there a window to your left side? Yeah, there is. Because it's blue, right? You can see that. But look at that. The clay ball turned to this pearl. It's just amazing. can't stop admiring it. And it has like a pimple here and some. This also looks like somebody's face. I don't know anyone specific, but majority of it is just so smooth and like beautiful. Almost done with this second chapter though. I think. Yeah, 53. So 10 more pages. So, yeah. This friend declaration has been really annoying to the main character, Comfort. And she's saying all these misogynistic things, like her grandmother Lucy had told her that a lady never sneezes, burps, runs, screams, or cries in public, which made me think about Peach. And I really need you to come, I said, because Peach is coming, and you know what that means. Then I know I'm not coming, said Declaration. At Great Uncle Edison's funeral, Peach had thrown up into a potted fern, and then had dribbled vomit on Declaration's new patent leather shoes. She had screamed at him, which was what made him run outside and fling himself into the azaleas. Oh, please, Declaration, not even for me. The stinging place in my throat had turned into a big lump. Tell, say, speak, articulate. He's not my cousin. He's not my cousin, Declaration stood up. So did I. Aunt Florentine loved you as much as she loved me. I swallowed hard and spoke the truth. My tears came along with the memories. She taught you how to make cherry cobbler. She braided your hair when you spent the night. And she listened to all your stories about your mama. I wiped out my face. Declaration's eyes filled with tears too. She smoothed the front of her sundress, picked up her towel, and with careful hands rolled it into a ball. She dabbed at her eyes with her towel. Then she sniffed and said, "Fine." Really? I hardly dared to believe her. Yes. Declaration looked me in the eye. She gave a small shudder. Grandmother Lucy says a lady always honors her societal obligations, no matter how it ruins her more pleasant plans. Daddy wants me to go, but he told me it's my choice. She tucked her towel under one arm and gave me a flat smile. So fine, I'll come. She pointed a finger at me. But I'm not coming to the viewing tonight, and I'm not getting anywhere near Peach tomorrow, just so you know. I had to get new shoes after Uncle Edisto's funeral. Don't expect me to spend 1 minute with Peach. I won't, I said. I promise. Junie, yeah, she's here. Yo, Junie, how was your day? It was good, alhamdulillah. I spent the morning looking at my garden, doing the Dorodango, playing with Junie and the other cats. Look how big she's getting though, like it's crazy. And Junie went outside too. I carried her outside. She won't let me pet her. But yeah, how was your day, Air Scott? I forgot to ask. Dismay groaned. He opened his eyes, wobbled to his feet, stretched a long stretch, and shook himself all over, slowly, as if he were coming back alive. He wagged his tail at the sight of Declaration. She pointed a gloved finger at Dismay. Don't you dare, dog. This is a new dress. Dismay sat down and panted at Declaration in his calm dog way. It was the respectful way he sat with the grieving when he was on duty at funerals. Folks appreciated Dismay's presence at Snowburgers. They knew that he had slept all night next to their loved one's casket on the night before the funeral. It was Dismay's way of sending them off to the next world. He kept the vigil. Dismay isn't just any dog, I said. You would only hug him once, you'd see. If you would only hug him once, you'd see. He's full of good feelings, and they sink right into you when you hug him. No thanks, said Declaration. I've got to go. Daddy's expecting me back soon. Could you spend the night tonight? Declaration shook her head. I can't tonight. She didn't give me a reason why. She just began making her way down Listening Rock. She didn't even say goodbye. Oh my god. I'd rather not have her there. She would ruin the funeral more. I'd say, you know what? You don't have to come. Sorry. The little blip. Did she do that? That's crazy. She looked like a panda. Yeah. She didn't look like that when we first got her. It's just like her growing up. She's processing, getting ready to attack. Oh yeah, she left the room now. Okay. So she didn't even say goodbye. That's crazy. Man, this is so annoying. Don't forget the funeral's at 4, I called after her. Visitations at 3. The way that, what's it called? Comfort, the main character, is acting here, like being a little bit desperate, trying to negotiate or bargain. It's part of grief. Like you, when you're sad that your friend is acting different, like you give them more chances to correct themselves. You don't immediately go to the end of the grieving stage where you say you're accepting the fact that she's changed, being like, oh, you don't have to come, like, I'm done with you, like, cut them off right away. That's somebody who has more experience with people switching up on them. So to see someone like going through that grieving phase, they're really innocent. Like you don't, go through that same cycle once you have already experienced that. Hello, I'm back, guys and females. Which book is that? Yo, Herda, welcome back. Hope you haven't been gambling since the last stream. But this book is called Each Little Bird That Sings. This is Declaration. This is Dismay, her dog. Actually, no, this is Comfort. Her best friend is Declaration. So she had these 2 colas that she gave and sandwiches. She was sitting on top of Listening Rock waiting for her friend, who's such an annoying person. Nah, bro, it's not gambling. Don't make her fat like Luca or other cats. Don't worry, she's not staying with us. She's staying with my cousin. My cousin's gonna take her in August 1st. But also, what's it called? I was gonna say something. My sister actually wants to keep June because she's got so attached to June. She's saying like she would actually like pay more money to, my cousin, just for her to let us keep the cat, Junie, or him. Is it a female cat or male? Oh, that's a female. Yeah, Junie's leaving. Like we only kept her because like we rescued her and like kept her for a while, but she's gonna go with my cousin to Utah, and yeah, she's gonna live with 2 other cats, Donnie and Toast. No way. Yeah, it's not that sad because like we barely like had her, but my sister, she's really attached. She's more attached than me. Yes, it's not the same without her. Aw, you're gambling her? Gambling? No. I'm not her though, okay. Eric Scott, don't you know her cat is a professional gambler? How did you know that? Alright, let's continue. The sun had shifted lower on the horizon, and long shadows began to creep across the Snapfinger Cemetery. In the distance, old Johnny Mercer had finished setting up the large green tarp over Aunt Florentine's gravesite. It looked like a circus tent, open on all sides with snowburgers painted in bright white letters across the top of one side, and "We Live to Serve" on the other. If we had rain the next day, or if the sun was blistering hot, we would all be under the green tarp together, saying goodbye to Aunt Florentine. I heard a crinkling sound and turned my head toward it. Dismay was chewing hard, in great big chomps, waxed paper dangling from his jaws. He smiled at me as he chewed. It was a good sandwich, especially the extra pickles. You dog, you! Dismay chomped faster. I laughed at my dog, at my own joke. Then I lay flat on my back for a few minutes and watched the cloud turn into Abraham Lincoln's hat, which made me think of Great Uncle Ernesto and his tomatoes. I ate my tuna fish sandwich. I felt a whole lot better after that. Now I needed to get home before Pete showed up. Eric Scott, don't you know? Oh, never mind. Special to Aurora County News. Mr. Johnson, please print this whenever you've got a slow news day. Top 10 tips for first-rate funeral behavior. Life notices and tips by Comfort Snowburger. Explorer, recipe taster, and funeral reporter. Number 1, you don't have to wear black to a funeral. Any old color is fine. Just don't wear a wedding dress or your torn shorts. No bare feet or flip-flops. Comb your hair. The deceased, a fancy word for the person who died, will wear more makeup than all the mourners combined. So if you run out of time getting ready to come to a funeral, don't worry about makeup. Number 2, let's talk about the deceased. The deceased lies all dressed up in the open casket, which is a nice word for a coffin, with her hair combed better than ever combed it when he was alive. During the viewing, which happens the day before the funeral, people wander up to the open casket and stare at the deceased and say things like, "He looks so natural," which is silly because he doesn't look natural. He looks dead. But that's okay. He's supposed to be dead. But don't say he looks so dead. That's not a good idea. Some people are queasy about looking at the deceased. Don't worry about it. He doesn't mind. Bring Junie back. Bring my homie back. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Because my sister actually wants to buy it, to pay back my cousin for spending all that money to come here from Utah, and the and all the money it takes to take a cat back just to keep her. So, yeah, we'll see. Number 3, a visitation, which happens right before the funeral, is a time for folks to visit the family and to offer them comfort. The casket is closed during the visitation, so if you don't want to see your dead one laid out in the open casket, just come to the visitation and not the viewing. People who come to the viewing, visitation, and funeral are called the mourners. That's you. The folks who are related to the person who died are called the family. They are also mourners. In Snapfinger, this can be most of the folks in town. Be nice to the family and talk to them. At the viewing, they are usually standing next to the open casket where the deceased is lying. In the serenity suite and wishing the deceased would sit up and talk with them, but of course then this deceased isn't talking, so you have to do the talking. Here's what to say to the family during the viewing, visitation, and funeral time. I'm so sorry, that's all. Then move on. Don't say he's gone to a better place, or you must be relieved, or that shirt doesn't go with those pants. Number 4, this is not a good time to remind the family that the deceased owes you money. Number 5, you'll find boxes of Kleenex stationed all around the visitation room. At Snowburgers, there's also handkerchiefs available. Don't fake you're crying like some folks do. It's impolite and people can tell. On the other hand, don't genuinely sob so much that you call attention to yourself. You know who you are. I'm gonna try to stay. I really want to stay in the stream. I'm so sorry, Queen. I know this is like really not the most ideal thing to read. Hello, Wags. Chat. Just stay. So you're giving away for money? Not for money. They're not paying us to, give her away. She's paying money for the plane ticket and also the other thing. Because it costs money to take a cat. Like $150 to take like a cat legally to another state instead of smuggling. This isn't ideal. I like it. Reminds about gambling. Man, you really love gambling. The visitation is also a good time for laughing and remembering funny stories about the deceased. A visitation is sort of like a sad party, with the deceased being the center of attention. Number 6, take all arguments and fist fights outside to the parking lot. Number 7, here's the order of events on the day of the funeral. 1, visitation at the funeral home for an hour before the funeral service. 2, funeral service at the funeral home. 3, after the funeral service, everybody gets into their cars and drives in a long line to the cemetery. You can walk it, but nobody feels like walking on funeral day. 4, then there's a graveside service at the Snapfinger Cemetery. Go to the bathroom before you get in your car to go to the cemetery in case Preacher Powell gets long-winded at the cemetery. Number 8, order flowers from Snowburger's Flowers next door, and they'll be at the funeral home before you are. Where they'll dress up the serenity suite. The family appreciates it. They don't feel like decorating at a time like this. And they'll keep the little cards of sympathy that come with the flowers. All the visitors, that's you, will walk around the serenity suite and read the cards that come with the flowers to see whose flower there are the prettiest, whose are the biggest, whose are the best smelling. It's kind of like a contest. If we don't want to send flowers, everybody will notice. Don't send balloons or candy or presents. This isn't a birthday party, it's a funeral. Just send flowers. Number 9, bring a covered dish of food with you to the funeral home. At Snowburgers, there's always a covered dish dinner back at the funeral home after the graveside service. Favorite dishes: chicken casserole and jello molds of all colors and descriptions, anything with mandarin oranges in it, Vienna sausage and Ritz cracker trays, pimento cheese sandwiches cut into triangles, and dog treats for Disney. Funeral dog extraordinaire. Nobody eats the asparagus or Brussels sprouts, and I don't know why folks would bring those to a covered dish supper, unless they're just so depressed that they need to bring depressing food. So those of you who bring these unpopular dishes, please stop. And just a gustatory note, as Florentine Snowburger would say, you can never have too many brownies. Bring your recipes too. The recipes for all these dishes and more will be printed in a forthcoming fantastic and fun funeral food for families and friends by Florentine and Comfort Snowburger. Number 10, remember that death is a natural thing. It's all around us, as Ediso Snowburger always said. Don't try to hide death from kids. If Grandpa has died, don't say we lost Grandpa, because little kids will want to know why you don't go look for him. Just say Grandpa died. Don't say Grandpa passed either, because we'll wonder what grave he was in. Just say he died. We get it. Kids are better at death than grown-ups. Give them credit for it. Than grown-ups give them credit for, unless the kid is Peach Sugars. Discourage Peach Sugars from coming to your funeral. Discourage Peach Sugars from visiting Snapfinger, Mississippi. Discourage Peach, period. Because he barfed. So wow, we're in chapter 6 now. Nice. And you helped me out, Guilty. You're such an amazing person. We met at the casino. Do you remember me, Guilty? I cooked myself some food. Really? What do you make, Guilty? I need to learn what to cook. Because I've been eating the same thing every single day. It's good, it's yummy, but like too much of the same thing is bad. My bad for vanishing. No, it's fine, Guilty. What? Robbed me? But I thought your homie was Guilty. But I had a change of heart. Oh, dang. He could have robbed you. Better? OMG, it's you. Yes, it's you. Yeah, it's better, Queen. Jesse, we need to. What? Then that's why I tried to rob you. I'm sorry. Cook. And what is the same thing? Oh, it's a pastina, like lamb pastina. It's like lemon pastina. I don't know if you know what pastina is. It's like small. It's like couscous kind of, like small circular balls of pasta, and it's actually such a nice texture. I like it. And there's like lamb in there, like ground lamb, spinach, parmesan. I warm it up with Colby Jack cheese and add some chicken to it, like shredded chicken. It's so good. But sometimes it's like, alright, give me something else, you know, like you can't have that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Like, what do you guys cook? Like, what did you cook? By the way, I cooked some egg fried rice. Ooh, I had that for the longest time after my mom went traveling. Damn, I'm sorry I heard that. Guilty, even if you robbed me, I'm broke. he's living off loans. I was broke to BRP. What does that mean, BRP? Anyways, so we're done with the live stream. If anybody has some final words, let me know. I have to pray our asr and prepare for my Quran class, inshallah. My mom's cooking some food right now. Oh, what is she making? Indian food or curry? I assume. I'm not trying to be racist though. Guilty, don't worry. I'm gonna gamble and win some money back. Okay, sounds like a plan. I was broke when my mom was in the hospital because the bills were high. Oh man, that makes sense. Cause man, like it's not their fault for getting sick or dying. Like literally, like that's just nature. Like nobody should have to pay for that. You know, you're not paying for something that is a want, not a need. That's a need, bro. Inshallah means praise be to God, right? It means God willing. It's like if God wills or something else. Yeah, if God wills. But you're pretty close, Herta. That's good. My mom is cooking ladyfinger. Ladyfinger? Well, wait, is that like in tiramisu, like in the bottom? Or is that like a sausage? I don't know what ladyfinger is. Like is that chicken? I don't know. I guess I was wrong though, I guess. Alright. Any last words, guys, before I end the stream? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys. Hail Mary. Ooh, I want to watch that. I'll probably watch that with my sister. Okay, bye. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Ladyfinger is a green vegetable with tip at the end of a lighter green head. Oh, sounds like asparagus. Okay, bye. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.